So last time, we became more or less refugees and met the Dracula. And today, we're going to get a way to kill the Dracula. Maybe. Who knows?
Possibly.
Except for me, I know. Need my bearings on this again. So yeah, Wind Cave is just your... It's a very standard dungeons. Nothing really too much to talk about this one.
Those
Yeah.
guys are doing Hadoukens. They're great already. This game is great.
Yes. Powerful mage spell, Hadoken. Victor is still incredibly overpowered. And this is mostly due to import data.
I mean, you could also just be that much of a badass. Why not?
Well, yeah, he is. He is fairly much of a badass, but as stated before, import data gives him a bit based off his... Hello, Sun King. Based off his stats and weapon on the previous game, he gets a bit of a boost going into this.
You're saying a bit, but is it a bit or a bit?
It's not game breaking, but it's gonna make the content after you first get him a little easier. I believe. Wow, this guy just gets to go twice, doesn't he?
Guess so.
Crumb mentioned it briefly earlier, but there are characters that if you equip them with specific items, they will always show up with those items in 2, which is a very strong move because you like most of those items are the extreme endgame armor. So,
I mean, yeah, like it'd be like signature items at that point, I guess.
sort of. Any monsters in this cave? Oh, piss. That was a thing I was going to do at some point. I'll have to remember to do that when I get back to a town before going to North Window. We were going to... Oh, Freed. Freed, you have some problems. We need to figure out what that is as well before going to North Window. But I was going to take the fire rune off Nanami and put it on Ellie. That way she would have something to do.
Yeah, Ellie doesn't seem to be doing much there, so.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Freed, what is your problem? Why do you take so much damage? Because you only have brass armor on. That is your major malfunction right now, actually. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep.
Man, different encounter. Every encounter. Many enemies. Is there a reason you don't have a sixth party member? This is locked into a very, very story-driven part of the game. That is a great hit animation for that Griffin. Ooh, Griffin doesn't have a lot of HP. Yeah, so the general party has been sort of scattered, and it was originally, I think it was just Rio and Nanami that got away. Then you meet the circus folk, and out of them, only Ellie comes with you to this one. They give you free Yamamoto to be a sort of an escort, and Victor has a very close connection with what's going on, so he comes along. Does this one have gambling that you can destroy the economy early on? No. But as we showed briefly, I believe last episode, which would have been the previous stream, but there is money-making game as a way to get the good shit. What is a fish badge? Repel magic 3%. What? What? Is that a lady only equipment? Yes, it is.
Why in the world is a fish badge lady only?
I don't know. The better question is, what happened to the equipment that I had on her before? Did it just disappear to the ether? She had a pair of boots.
It's a mystery. He sold it for various circus-related things, of course.
No, like literally she just had a pair of boots on. She had a pair of boots.
Did you give something to Freed, maybe? Because you were trying to change off his brass armor.
No. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Maybe I swapped the medicine off of Nanami or something? I don't know. I'm gonna have to review the video on that one, but I think the game made a pair of boots. Which if so, we found a new bug.
The boot thief bug.
Yep, not gonna worry about it. I never misremember. She had an accessory and 2 spell scrolls. I took a spell scroll off, that was in my inventory. I took the accessory off, put on the other accessory. She had an accessory that was worse than the fish badge and 2 spell scrolls. But yes, I will review the video after the stream. Because that's the handy thing about having a video. And here's the problem with sorcerers. They have magic.
They have fantastic punch magic. This is a punch.
It's very similar to a punch. Alright, remember to loop around. Yeah, okay, now we're getting to the bit more of the meat of the dungeon. Where treasures are. That is a good thing to put on somebody. Somebody who doesn't really have turns to do other things. We do have a boss coming up. A boss in a dungeon. What the? Is that gonna loop around? Because I did see that treasure down there. Sometimes you can walk into walls, but not here. Oh, just let the game do it for me. I feel like if you can hit auto and win a fight, the game should just give you the option to let go.
I mean, it could be auto and win a fight with 5 health, though. Maybe if it was auto and win in 1 round.
I think this might lead to a secret. No, it just leads you to death. Also, yes, welcome to mechanics that were non-existent in the previous game. Puzzles. What the? Actually, I lied. The Necklord Castle had that weird puzzle with, like, names of paintings and what they depict. It was weird, and I still don't understand the solution to that one.
Speedrun strats, I see.
No, I'm good. Oh shit. Okay, the Blue Gate rune is a super interesting rune that I will have to show off at some point. It's, as it says on the tin, it's summon magic and can only be placed on the head slot of people. It's a very, very different type of rune. There may be a character around there later in the game. Very later in the game. Yeah, I think in 3 that's the rune that's called Pale Gate.
So it's a summon that comes out of your forehead.
Yup.
Is it a persona?
Maybe. It's at least damn close. There's that Hadoken. It was more of a Kamehameha, actually. Or maybe a Marvel vs. Capcom Hadoken. Those kind of look like that.
It's more Kamehameha, yeah.
Oh, there was the box. Don't deny me a box. Freed, why are you so slow? You and your lightning sword. Nah, defense stone. Okay. You know what?
You got a rock.
This is just the stone of defense.
It's a rock. You can't fool me.
Damn. You're right. In hindsight, that wasn't a smart idea to auto on this boy. Yo, Sun King has a lot of health. Oh boy. Alright, this should be good though.
This king is a jerk.
Nah, nothing a medicine, nondescript medicine can't cure. Okay, I thought that was gonna be the end of the dungeon. Said sure. More Sun King. Ooh boy. Oh my.
Gee. Yeah, I didn't even know he had another attack.
Family
Well,
attack,
makes-
not strong enough. Tap it. Oh, protection. Why are you the level 2? There we go. Okay, now we can give Freed some damn armor. Hand me down armor. Such a nice mechanic. So nice that they don't really lock armor to people too much. They kind of do, because some people, there's heavy armor, there's light armor, so on and so forth. There's characters who can't equip hats. Like they can use helmets, but they can't use hats.
That's kind of weird, but okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense if it's like a knight in full plate or something, but...
Otto doesn't know how to split up actions, but Otto doesn't realize that Victor is completely overpowered. He can probably take out an enemy by himself. Yeah, okay. We're done here. We're done in this cave. Or at least this room. As stated, eventually we will get our 6th party member. Khan. Khan is fabulous at. Vampire's been around for a while there, Victor. You're not the only team that he's crossed. So the funny thing is, there's all this talk of is Victor's like a Belmont. No, this guy is actually the Belmont.
Does he have a whip?
I think he has a crossbow, but he is like actually the vampire hunter.
I mean, yeah, close enough. Oh, literally vampire hunter.
Yes. Justin, Victor, he's not an idiot. He knows, he's been around a while. Maybe Khan is more like the other family that always worked with the Belmonts. And just like, fucking, I can't wield the sword. I can't use the vampire killer. You can. You're an idiot. Just take the goddamn sword. It's the only thing that kills a vampire. Alright. So, Khan here. It's medium range. Like I said, I think he uses a crossbow. That doesn't sound right, though. Let's find out. Shadowbane. Got it. His rune, however, is the Resurrection rune with life magic. It's more or less like a holy rune. Scolding, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but deals a ton of damage to undead. Yell is a revive, and Charm Arrow is pretty big damage against undead.
The mental image of him shouting at a guy to tell him to get up, and then they do, is pretty funny to me, at least.
I think Yell is a weird because let me just peep those ability names again. Yeah, I think it's like a weird translation of like chant, more or less.
I mean, that makes more sense, but it's less fun, so I'm gonna pretend he's just shouting at you until you get up.
That's what I was used to think as a kid. Alright, well, he doesn't get to attack this turn. In this fight. But perhaps. Yeah, that's the thing. Resurrection isn't a bad rune. It does good damage, but it's pigeonholed to only being decent against undead. Otherwise, it doesn't get a lot of traction. This translation's great. Oh boy, I was waiting for a save point. There was no save point.
Huh.
So many years ago, my dude, it was 2 years.
I mean, it could be sword years.
Sword years are like 3 human years.
I mean, that would be less than a year. I think you meant the other way around, but...
Yeah. I meant like dog years, that kind of thing.
I know. No, it's just...
God, dog years is such a weird terminology to explain to kids that dogs don't live as long.
And there was clearly no better way of explaining that.
Alright, well the nice thing is that going into this, even though my team is not topped off, my main character has many AoE heals. The SD sword. Fight large sword.
It's SD.
SD should imply that it's small. No. Alright, Charm Arrow is extra damage versus undead, but it should be okay for this first turn. The other spell is useless. It's only 30 damage. I think his auto attack can do more than that. No, apparently only Victor and main character were actually low in health there. How's the sword attack? Oh, he just stabbed. Okay. Nope, that makes sense. So yeah, that's the real scary thing about the Dagon sword with its physicals is that it hits back row. The spells are just strong. And yes, Charm Arrow, of course, refers to Charm as like a ceiling charm. Ellie did take a lot of damage. She can throw a potion on herself. Better to get a family attack off. She doesn't have a potion. Oh, main character throw a potion on her. Don't need to heal the whole party.
Yeah, rest of your party is pretty decent.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, Khan's weapon is actually just a knife.
That's no crossbow. But
Why
also,
did I think
stabbing a Dracula is probably cooler than shooting it with a crossbow.
Yeah, why did I think he had a crossbow?
I mean, it is a pretty vampire hunter-y weapon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not handling well. Yep, because attack 2 is going to be a bit... Oh, wait, no. Middle row again, though? Yep. Alright, Ellie down. Oh, but wait. I have a res spell now. I guess they made the dragon sword count as an undead for this fight? Which is weird.
I mean, is the black rune associated with undead stuff?
Kind of. The Night Rune kind of is, but like, I wouldn't have figured that they would label a sword as an undead. It's a sword.
Yeah, but it's also a rune.
She's just going down again, isn't she? Yeah, she is. Yeah, the unfortunate thing of putting her in that slot. And we just won. Yeah. It's gonna suck a little bit because she's not gonna get that boss EXP. Luckily, you know, leveling curve of this game fixes that pretty well.
Yeah, I remember that from the second to last session or whatever it was.
Yeah, the forest fights.
Yeah.
That court's still alive, or I guess dead. How does that work for a vampire? Victor gets a Master Sword. And that's why I pointed out the thing about Victor's weapon name. Because, at the end of the last game, he still had the sword. Then he didn't. Now he does again. Alright, but as stated, through the magic fast forward. Through the magic of not fighting, because Ellie's still messed up. We're gonna get back to North Window real fast. Oh, caught on a wall. Offload some of our bad armor. Robe, this tunic. Don't need that stuff. Oh shit, I'm buying that. That's a rare find. It's a rare find collectible. Okay. Correct Ellie's defense problem real fast. Then that's an inn. We should slip in the inn. Just get everything back real fast. And then we need to swap some runes around real fast. That way, Ellie has something to do in the upcoming dungeon. So yeah, Star Dragon can be a little rough. Mainly because, surprise, bosses go twice now.
Yeah, and that backline attack was also pretty rude.
Yes. The fact that it can hit your backline.
And just do it twice.
The big thing though is Ellie does not have fantastic armor, so that was the main reason she was getting beat up so bad. I don't really see. Oh yeah, Spark makes them go first. I mean, 300. Not really using on much else, and Freed is so slow. That wouldn't be a bad thing to put on Freed to get him out of the last turn every time. Got all members attack after wielder. It's such a weird way to say goes first.
Yeah. I would not be able to discern that without just trying it, I guess.
This is not the armor shop. Where armor shop? We're probably not gonna buy much for con, mainly because through my own putting that on the Nami with the water rune also isn't a bad use for it. You're not wrong. Found the armor shop. We're probably not gonna buy much for Khan because spoilers, he's not in the party for too much longer. He'll be in there for a bit, but he eventually goes his own way. Yeah, holy crap, Freed, your armor sucked, didn't it?
Just a little bit.
Remember when we found the Belt of Strength in the woods and it was considered good.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy a bunch of belts of strength.
But you could, if you wanted to waste all your money.
I could. You're right. Oh. I don't like having two of the same item on somebody. It's a weird pet peeve. Ooh. Now, this is one of the reasons that Khan like really doesn't need any accessories. He has a Cape of Darkness, which is like endgame gear. I did just buy those cheat cards for her. Yeah, fuck it. Leather cape. Leather cape is better. And yeah, I think we'll just buy some circlets for the back row. I may overcompensate, therefore making this upcoming boss maybe a bit easier. But can you steal the Cape of Darkness from Khan? No, it's glued on him. In fact, I don't think you... Yeah, you can't take any of the equipment off of Khan. Which is... You know, makes sense. You can steal his scrolls, though. Unfortunately, the scrolls are okay for him to have, because they help for the boss fight that is coming up. Though, in actuality, for that boss fight, you're pretty much going to be having him almost always casting his rune. This game is a lot better about gluing stuff to people and not letting you get some real broken stuff early on. And we will sharpen Freed's sword because fucking it's what he's going to be doing every turn. Freed is terrible with magic. Actually, what does this item shop have? Recipe! Hell yeah. Oh, the gauntlet's pretty good defense, but I'll leave it for now. Yeah, that's one thing I really dislike is the fact that they split up accessory armor between the item shop and the armor shop.
The guy just told you you look rich. Buy stuff. That's an interesting sales tactic.
You look like you have a lot of money. Have you considered spending that money? Perhaps? Maybe? No? Okay. Yeah, fuck it, auto. Let's see how far we've come along. Am I going to do Suikoden 3 through 5? I have thought about it. That does get into some iffy stuff because I either have to do some playing on original hardware or emulate PS2. But if I can pull it off, I wouldn't be against 3 at the very least. 4 gets iffy. 5's alright. They sure are blocking us off from going. Oh, that just leaves. You're blocking us off from going a lot of places.
How mysterious.
We can only go forward. This tree that I hate, that's in the way. Why do you hate that tree, newbie? Nah, I have reasons. Nah, I have reasons that I really hate that tree. That's just square in the middle of the path. Why is that tree in the middle of the path? A free fucking fire rune. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh boy. Okay, here we are. Welcome to the dungeon. Oh yeah. Also, Ellie gets a third slot earlier than I think other girl Nanami gets. I had a brain fart about what her name was, and I felt really bad.
I thought you were going to be talking about the other circus performer that I don't even remember the name of at the moment.
Not gonna lie, neither do I. There are very many characters in this game.
Almost like it's a selling point in the game or something.
Almost. So it is imperative and very important to explore this place and pick up most of the treasure chests. You will not get a chance to come back here.
Oh no, not permanent missables.
Yeah, for the most part, and you will, like, obviously outpace the stuff here. But again, the upcoming boss for a lot of people is sort of the wake-up boss of the game. If some of the previous ones weren't already. How do you pronounce her name? It's the first I silent. Yeah, maybe it's Eiley. Who knows? I actually spent some time earlier in the week typing a bunch of Suikoden 2 characters' names into Google Translate, putting the second thing to Japanese, just so I would know the proper pronunciation. Main character's name is sort of pronounced, Rio or Ryu. The friend, Blue Boy, his name is pronounced Joey. More or less. It's like J-I-O. Joey. But like an O with accents. Also, I think I'm going the correct path.
The correct path, which is the incorrect path, because you gotta find stuff.
Yep. I feel like there's a way to open up this scorpion door, but I can't remember. Maybe if I fuck up the statues, that'll get them. Suikoden 2 doing a very, very nice thing of, hey buddy, we don't put random encounters in our puzzle rooms, thank you. RPGs are very bad about that, and it's extremely frustrating.
Yeah, I imagine doing that with random medals would be pretty miserable.
Yes, okay, this looks like we are going downstairs. And upstairs is the correct endpoint. Oh, hey! There's your puzzle solution. There's your secret puzzle solution.
Dun dun dun.
Everything's in the game. All the solutions in game. I yell, hoot and holler from the top of the mountain. There we go. Just gotta move the left one off. The darkness room. Yes, which I believe. So, interesting little overarching Suikoden plot point. All of the runes that you equip and what have you are fragments of other runes of true runes. So, in the case of, hold up. Well, is this the proper path, or did I solve the optional? I solved the optional puzzle. Interesting. What's the go forward puzzle? Okay, it's just hit the other torch. So, every rune is a fragment of a true rune. So, like, you know, fire, water, earth, wind, lightning are all fragments of the true respective elements. Resurrection rune, I want to say, is supposed to be like... I want to say it might... I'd have to see the icon again, but like, you can generally tell by the icons. And I think the darkness rune is supposed to be a fragment of the Soul Eater from the first game. What was the other thing I picked up? Oops. No, was it a Stone of Mag Defense? That seems right. Oh wait, no, it was a necklace. Which I don't think anybody in the party can equip. Because necklace is another mistranslation.
Any idea what it's supposed to be?
It is a choker. And the reason that nobody in the party can equip it, because only the dog type characters can equip the necklace. Only kobolds can put on the choker.
That's racist?
Well, it's supposed to be like a collar.
I mean, yeah, if it's a choker, that makes sense. It's like a collar.
But I guess they didn't want to call it a choker for reasons, so they called it a necklace instead. Not considering, like, it wasn't a choker like whatever they didn't want it to be, but a choker like a dog collar. Which just means, like, and that must have just been that because they could easily have translated to collar instead.
I mean, it's possible it was just like a thing that wasn't seen in context, so it was hard to understand.
Exactly. Oh, piss. I would have thought that there was a save point outside the boss room. I got spoiled by the first dungeon. Well, here we are. Yes, also it's a very good touch that the music you've been hearing throughout the entire dungeon was actually Necklord playing the organ. Because the music stops the second that Necklord gets off the organ. And now for Victor to be stone cold. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, custom sprites.
Also, really, you didn't think we were fighting Necklord this early in the game. However, meet Abomination. This fucker.
Nice.
Holy shit. Thanks for the host, Ty. It's a big host. Welcome to the wake-up boss of Suikoden.
That's a weird thing.
Yup.
Like, I was trying to find a better way of saying it, but no, that thing is just weird.
No, yeah, Abomination is a hell of a thing. So, Star Dragon Sword, the boss before this, is 100% teaching you that bosses are gonna stop fucking around, in that they hit much harder. They act twice a turn. Abomination is gonna show you what a boss that acts twice a turn can actually do. Let's get the team somewhat back up and throw magic resistance on us. Hit it with flame. I believe Abomination here might have somewhere in the lines of 4,000 health. How many stars do we have so far? Well, let me check the list. We are up to 22. Wait for the follow. Oh boy, this is gonna happen now, isn't it? Many follows are gonna start coming in. 44,000 or 4,400. Yeah, that seems about right. Now it may seem like, we're doing plenty. We are firing off all the big shit ASAP. And there you go. That's what the resurrection, that's the amount of damage the resurrection rune does against an undead. That's our first 4-digit attack. Health total is looking alright, so let's get the little bit of extra damage in there. Again, thank you to all the follows that are coming in. I'm not going to be able to say each one or else I'll sound like a broken record, but thank you everyone. Let's scold this boss. Again, I may have overcompensated a bit for this. I should have maybe held off, but I have, like, bad memories of this boy.
I mean, on the other hand, just beat the crap out of this guy.
There you go, if he hits somebody that's not Victor, that's what happens. That's right, I forgot, Victor's an import character. He has inflated stats. Freed takes 100 damage. Oh yeah, for people who have never seen Suikoden before, Suikoden may be one of the best looking PS1 era RPGs. It does a lot with just simple sprites. Alright, that's time to bust out the full party heal. I swear to God, this boss does a magic attack that really fucks you up. So I want to make sure that the magic protection stays up. Yeah, Khan doesn't have an idle animation, does he? He just stands there. Everybody else, like, even Ellie, sort of taps her foot. Yeah, oh, right! I forgot that the full party heal berserks you. Which isn't as bad as you might think it is. It is a attack booster.
Does it also like make you not able to pick stuff, or is it just a straight
No.
attack booster?
No, it's just a straight attack booster.
Oh, so that's even better then.
Yes. My understanding with PS2 stuff is there was sort of a push by Sony to move more towards 3D. That's why you saw stuff like the first Mega Man X on that was 3D and all that.
I've also heard it was like notoriously hard to program 2D stuff on PS2 because of their 3D pushing.
That sounds about right. Alright, our damage is going to start falling off around now. We shouldn't have too much more to go. Oh, well, we got the special animation for Family Attack. I tried to get some damage. Instead, Nanami's taking a break.
It keeps happening.
There we go. Alright. Yeah, if I had not gone back and upgraded a couple people's armor, that could have gone real south. Freed probably would have taken like an extra 30 on each attack. Ellie would not have survived in the back row at all. Again, it's a very nice thing that they give you a main character with party-wide heals. Alright, so the importance of what had just gone down. Yeah, that sounds about right. Somebody says when their friend played through this, they ended up with just Victor alive. Because again, Victor comes in as a very good character. Yep, Khan is going to depart the party. That's why, again, I didn't buy any upgrades for him. I should have taken those scrolls, now that I think about it. But, because I forgot how good the Resurrection Rune is if you actually use it on Undead. But now, the most important thing is we have a home base. Also, South Window has fallen to the invading army. This is now the last bastion.
Man, this game is really just everything bad happens forever, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, also the leader was killed by the enemy general. All I know about Suikoden is that I've heard the name Suikoden before. Yeah, Suikoden is again, I will hoot and holler about it forever, but Suikoden is a fantastic RPG series that nobody has ever heard about.
I mean, this is also my experience with Suikoden. I've heard of it. This is my first time actually seeing one of them.
But see, the problem with Suikoden, it was that era where literally every company was making a JRPG. And that's literally what happened. Like, Konami went, hey, let's see if we can get our thing into it. Yeah, see, here's the fucked up thing. So the mayor surrendered in order to not cause any life loss, and then was killed.
That's Luca.
That's Luca, baby. it was Rena. There we go. Could not remember her name. Also, the other reason that it's not widely known in the US is because in that PS1 era, it was so hard to find. Like, eventually, it got such a limited production, or is it production? What's the word I'm thinking of? Distribution. There we go. Where like even by the time the PS2 came out, copies of this game were going for like $100 online.
And they're still like 120 or whatever we looked at last time.
Yeah, even more. Like I think they were even more so back then. I think the price had gone down since they were released on PSN. Which, by the way, I'll always say this: both these games are on PSN. I don't know if they're on the PS4 stuff, but they're definitely on PS3. Which means if you have a Vita, you can play them that way. No, never run. Yeah. Stuff like Xenogears is coming out, which, again, so many RPGs coming out. So many of them from Square. But yeah, this game is Konami's RPG series. Very not well known RPG series made by Konami. It's one of those things of like, Konami put out so many series that I'm such a fan of, and that's why I hate Konami, modern Konami. Apple makes a lot of mistakes over the course of this game, but at least she's very down to earth of just, nope, I got nothing. I know this. What the fuck even happened, Konami? So, okay, for people that are not aware of the state of video games, to an extent, Konami is in with sort of the pseudo gambling stuff, or has always been in with pachinko, and Konami just had a couple of bad misses in a row, and they decided that maybe the best thing for them to do is to cut their losses in the game development side and go into pachinko, because pachinko is huge. Pachinko like ran more or less like ran part of the Japanese economy. Unfortunately, immediately after they did that, stricter pachinko laws came out, which that kind of went south for them. So now, like, Konami's just sort of there or goes. Like, the only thing I can think that they're in development of currently is Metal Gear Survive, which, like, I can tell you, I don't have high hopes for that. Oh, okay, Pro Evo Soccer is still a thing that they're putting out. Okay. Nanami, please. So, somebody in the comments of one of the videos on YouTube made a point out that if we're going with the Dynasty Warriors analogy, Rio would be Liu Bei, Flick and Victor would be Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, respectively. Which is like really funny, but now like that I am thinking about that analogy constantly. The fact that we are going to go recruit somebody named Shu is really funny to me. Who to bring? Let's bring some people that haven't gotten a lot of time in combat for a bit. Like, who have
It's your boy Mugu Mugu, yeah!
Yeah! Fuck it, Tuta. Let's bring medicine healer. Yushin on the back row, short in the front, and Nanami's a higher level than Sai and has more defense. Okay, real quick though, for YouTube, I'm going to split a video. Because that went on a bit longer than I thought it would.